A cool afternoon for fishing and boating in Lakes Country. Here's Detroit Lakes, some kids soaking up the sunshine. Sunshine was out part of the day, not the whole time, but people were enjoying those last few moments of their summer vacation. Let's go to meteorologist Robert Hahn for a look at what we can expect as the extended weekend wraps up. Robert?
Yeah, what we can expect as we head through the rest of the evening is a bit of cloudiness, some sunshine, and some rain showers to deal with over parts of the area, and some cool temperatures as well. Right now, a mix of some 60s and some 70s. 63 in Grand Forks. It's down to 61 in Jamestown. 72 degrees here in Fargo, down in Wahpeton, and in the Sisseton area. There are the clouds. Those continue to slide off towards the east, and underneath those clouds, some rain showers out there. The trend for both the clouds and the rain will be ending from west to east as we head through the overnight hours tonight. Clear by tomorrow morning. Perhaps a touch of some patchy fog. Here in Fargo, I think we're going to be dry, maybe an isolated sprinkle through the 7 o'clock hour. The temperatures cooling on down through the 60s into the low 60s by 9. Cool tomorrow, but it's going to be cool for that time. It's that time of year.
Yeah, it is.
It's expected to be cool, but not terribly cool.
Okay, good. So we can still enjoy it a little bit.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you, Robert. Well, there was plenty of traffic because of Labor Day on Highway 10 this afternoon near Detroit Lakes. Well, the construction zone made it especially hard. It still has much of Highway 10 down to just one lane. Lake goers packing up from the long weekend, they were seen coming back, pulling those boats and trailers. The Highway 10 project is expected to be completed in the spring of 2016. NDSU police are reminding students, keep your doors locked and report anything suspicious. That's after a female woke up to find someone in her room overnight. The campus issued an alert after a resident of Severinsen Hall said they woke up and the person ran from the room. Police say the man was college-aged and black, between 6'2" and 6'4", with a thin, muscular build. He had a Mohawk-style haircut with frosted tips. The woman shot during a wedding reception in New Rockford, North Dakota, is expected to survive. The Eddy County Sheriff says she's in stable condition in a Bismarck Hospital intensive care unit. Close to 100 people were still at the reception at the Eagles Club this weekend when a man walked in with a gun and shot 41-year-old Donnie Perleberg of Pingree and the woman. The sheriff's office says there were no signs the reception would turn deadly. 2 deputies were at the Eagles Club and arrested the man they believe who did it. He's identified as 51-year-old David Trotsky of rural Eddy County. Family members say that Trotsky was the woman's ex-boyfriend, and formal charges are pending. The oppressive heat and humidity over the weekend may have turned out actually to be a blessing in disguise for a South Fargo man. Here's why. This Ford Taurus, it ended up plowing into his South Fargo garage. Witnesses tell us the car hit a tree, then hit a traffic light, and the car kept going and it plowed into this and then into a dumpster before landing here in this garage. And this is no ordinary garage. This was Dave Mullen's man cave.
Normally on a Sunday night, me and a friend of mine would have been here, at least 1 or 2 of us, you know, shooting. But a little humid, so I didn't go out last night. Good thing I didn't. You know, might not be here today.
Police say the car's driver, Tap Year of Fargo, was taken to the hospital by ambulance. He was also arrested for drunk driving. Investigators in Moorhead are still trying to figure out what caused this house fire in South Moorhead early Saturday morning. The home was destroyed. Officials say that the Bagdasrov family woke up to find their garage on fire and quickly spread to the house. All 3 people inside did make it out safely. If you've recently purchased Johnsonville Grillers, you might want to take a closer look. Wisconsin-based company Kenosha Beef International has issued a recall of almost 90,000 pounds of their pork sausage. It was sold in 11 states, including Minnesota. The recall comes after several people reported finding that small pieces of metal were in the cheddar cheese and bacon flavored Johnsonville Grillers. The marks to look out for on the packaging are this: EST 425B on the USDA inspection and a best flavor by date of December 29th. No injuries have been reported, but if you have the recalled product, return it or simply throw it away. SAT and ACT test scores are at the lowest level in a decade, and now a teachers union is calling for better tests, but fewer of them. Education Minnesota, a union representing more than 70,000 teachers, released a report outlining their proposal. They say teachers to have a larger say in the policy making is important. We took questions directly to area college kids, asking what their experiences were with standardized testing.
I don't really agree with standardized testing because, especially with high school curriculum, if a lot of what we are taught in school doesn't translate to SAT or ACT testing.
I always enjoyed it. Like, I get in the zone and I just do well and I'm relaxed.
Most college students we talked with say they feel plenty prepared for campus academics. Tomorrow marks the beginning of a new year for many college students in general. Unfortunately, more than 70,000 of these students are going to be stuck with thousands of dollars in student loan debt upon their graduation. Our Washington correspondent, Peter Zampa, talked with the Department of Education about college affordability or lack thereof.
It costs a lot to learn. Now more than ever, students in the U.S. are burdened with excessive expenses to get a college education, and millions are stuck with loan debt. Undersecretary of Education Ted Mitchell says that student loans are actually a smart investment if a student follows through with getting a degree.
The most expensive college degree is the one you never earn. And so dropping out of college with some credits, loan balances, and no degree is a very difficult thing.
Though a good investment for some, many students with loans feel the burn for a long time. Those not lucky enough to receive a full-ride scholarship find themselves taking chunks out of their post-grad paychecks to pay off school.
It just eats away at me because it's just a very visual, impactful thing of how much loan debt I have and how long it's going to take to pay off. I'm going to be paying it off probably my entire working life.
With many states cutting education funding, Mitchell says freezing tuition is not the answer. The costs will just transfer elsewhere.
It's fine to freeze tuition, but if you freeze tuition and at the same time say to families, you're going to have to carry more of the burden, that's exactly what shifts costs over into the loan system.
Mitchell's key message: stay in school and you will reap the benefits of the loan system.
In Washington, Peter Zampa, Valley News Live.
Mitchell says that states defunding college is one of the greater repercussions of the recession. He says it deflected massive costs onto students. Well, later here at 6, with school back in session and starting for some, a few tips on how to make sure your kid doesn't get sick.
Parts of the area still dealing with a little bit of rains and some cloud cover out there as well. Parts of us seeing some sunshine, including here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. All that gets on out of here tonight. Tomorrow, a nice day on tap. We'll have the details on that forecast coming up right after this.